welcome to Elevated Sports. I'm Kyle Johnson.
I'm Billy Mock.
Today, it's a bit of a touchy subject for me. Yeah, because I respect this man. I love this man deeply. His name is Giannis, and
Antetokounmpo.
he has a beef with a certain gentleman, the dribbler, aka James Harden.
I don't know if he has the beef with Harden. Harden has the beef with him.
So Harden definitely has the beef. He's like Arby's. He has the meats.
Yeah,
he's got the beef.
We have the meats.
Exactly. Yeah, there we go. Arby's, sponsor us. No, but James Harden, he's got beef with my man Giannis, and
for really no good reason.
No, there's no good reason. It's not justified at all, and we're gonna go into that.
Yeah.
All right. So, give me the rundown. What has led up to this moment?
Started with Giannis picking Kemba Walker over Harden in the All-Star game. I guess, was it Charles Barkley that was like, you don't want the dribbler or whatever? And he's like, Giannis is like, no, I actually want someone that's going to pass to me. Jokingly, it was a joke. I mean, people joke about that all the time with Harden. Really nothing was said about it until recent interview of James Harden. Rachel Nichols did an interview with James Harden. Basically, the interview was kind of about the Rockets, and then it kind of took a weird segue into guys kind of like
not respecting
Harden, and then the whole Giannis.
Because they talked about like how last year how Giannis won the MVP over James Harden.
Exactly.
Rightfully so. And James Harden went into a big spiel about how he's double covered every single play. They got two guys on me every single play, and blah blah blah. And I don't get any respect for that, dude. You're not the only person in the league who does that. Still puts up numbers.
Exactly. You're not the only team, and you're not the only person in the league getting double teamed. Secondly, he said, he dissed Giannis for saying that he wouldn't pass to him by saying, well, I have more assists than Giannis. Well, of course he has more assists than Giannis.
I think he was actually talking about Kemba.
More assists than Kemba.
I think he was saying he had more assists than Kemba.
Okay, that's true.
But here's the thing. Yeah, James Harden's a stat pattern.
With the usage rate that Harden has, of course he's going to have more assists. But here's the thing. If you are getting double teamed every night, your assist number should even be higher, right? Because a lot of times he's getting these double teams.
You just dump the ball off.
You go make a play if you're getting double teamed. Don't try to shoot over two defenders. And then, so he said that, right? Trying to, I guess,
justify why he was a passer.
Exactly. So, and then he goes on to say that Giannis has no skill.
That's what set me off. That was where James Harden. Here's the line. Here's the line. James Harden went way beyond the line.
He crossed the line. He said something about it was kind of uncalled for too. It didn't. I guess he was going at Giannis, which was kind of the reason for this conversation. But then he went a different direction that didn't really have anything to do with the conversation.
No,
saying, if I was 7 feet, I would do the same thing, just dribble, drive, whatever. And they said, hey, it takes no skill to do that. And then to my rebuttal, I guess I would say, you say Giannis has no skill, but the same dude that has no skill, I'm taking him over James Harden any day of the week.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and then Harden says, I actually had to practice to get skill. Here's the thing. You're going to have to practice more and gain more skill because this dude that has no skill is light years ahead of you, James Harden. Both of us are taking Giannis over you. Giannis deserved the MVP over you by a long shot.
Better overall player by far.
Much more value to his team. There's not much more to say when it comes to Giannis versus Harden as the players.
Right. Yeah, that's where I really went off. He says it takes more skill to do what he does. Like, he actually has to practice and work on his skills to do what he does. He launches the ball into the air while traveling. 3 steps. 3 steps is a travel. Every single time he drives into the lane, his beard goes up towards the ceiling because he's trying to draw the foul. It's 1, 2, 3, 3. And once again, it's still a travel. Beard goes to the roof to draw a foul. The only thing that requires more skill about Harden's gameplay is his acting. He has to act incredibly well to draw the amount of fouls he gets. I don't have these stats pulled up.
He takes the most free throws in the league, right?
Okay, that's what I was about to look up. One of the highest free throw attempts in the league. How does that require skill?
It doesn't.
It doesn't require skill.
And Giannis easily could take the most free throws. But here's the thing. Giannis isn't trying to get to the free throw line. He's trying to get buckets. That's the thing. Giannis is a go-getter when it comes to scoring the basketball. Harden is passive, and he just wants to get to the free throw line. There's nothing about Harden's game that is better than Giannis's.
Yeah, exactly. And you've seen, we'll just go over like the past 3 years. You look at Giannis's development track and James Harden's development track over the past 3 seasons just alone. James Harden hasn't changed his game style at all. He's still the same player he's been over the past 3 seasons.
I would take the Harden when he first went to Houston over the Harden now.
He's not growing. He's not developing his skills. He's not practicing. He's not trying to get better. You look at Giannis over the past 3 seasons, he's developed a jump shot. He's worked on his three-pointers. This is a completely different player than when he entered the league, who maybe at that point you could have argued was a man who just tried to drive to the basket. But there's so much more to Giannis's gameplay at this point. You know, he's a threat offensively. He can get to the basket. He can jump from mid-range. He's got a little bit of a three-pointer now. And he can play defense. James Harden doesn't play defense. He's got a three-pointer. And he can draw fouls while going to the basket. But he's been doing that.
Exactly.
That doesn't require... Doing the same thing over and over and over again doesn't require skill. There's no skill about that.
Exactly. And he also brought up the point that he's leading the league in scoring. Again, leading the league in scoring doesn't do you any good if you have not made your team better at all in the last 3 years. And you also continue to choke in the playoffs.
Right. Look at Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan. Different sport, but he's a perfect example of that. This is a man who can put up tons of... Jameis Winston. Tons of yards, touchdowns, but if it doesn't translate into wins, then it doesn't matter. If you're still making turnovers, if you're still making those stupid mistakes, it doesn't matter if you're destroying the league offensively. You're not helping your team at all. MVP, most valuable player. You're helping your team, not hurting them.
Exactly.
Sorry. I was solely focusing on Matt Ryan.
I thought you were only going with Matt Ryan. And the Jameis bomb that totally threw me off there for a second. But I had to go for a good reason. It was a good point.
So that's it. That's all we got for today's video.
If you like this video, like the video, comment what you think about the Giannis Harden beef, subscribe to the channel, check out the pod, check out the socials. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
You gonna make it, Kyle?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right.
That's pretty good. Welcome to Elevated Sports. My name is James.
I'm Billy Mock.
And this is Elevated Sports. And guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the NFL Combine. Now, Billy, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the Combine. I assume you have, since, we're all diehards here. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, man, the 2020 Combine so far this year has been so crazy, okay?
Wait. Hold on. What's going on here?
What? Hey, Kyle, what's going on,
What are you doing? Are you
man?
guys filming a video?
Yeah.
Yeah, NFL Scouting Combine.
Without me? I thought you were just joking when you said Jamie was going to be taking over for me.
I didn't really see you on the schedule, if I'm being honest. When I came into the office today, I was just kind of told that you weren't really here anymore, and I was kind of taking over for a couple of videos.
Talk to Connor. Talk to Connor, not me.
I feel betrayed.
Well,
would you like an invite back on?
There's always a third share available for our guests. Hi!
No, that's it. I'm done. I'm leaving.
So that's scouting combine for 2020.